Welcome to Space to Ground. I'm Jaden Jennings. The first ship commanded by 18th century British explorer James Cook carried the name. Over a 19-year period, a space shuttle with the same name flew to space 25 times. And soon, another spacecraft bearing that name will take humans to space for the 4th time. The SpaceX Crew 6 astronauts have officially arrived at Kennedy Space Center, where they will hitch a ride to the space station on Crew Dragon Endeavour. The Crew 6 mission is scheduled to launch from Kennedy early next week and will carry NASA astronauts Steve Bowen and Woody Hoberg, mission commander and pilot respectively, along with United Arab Emirates astronaut Sultan Al Nayati and Roscosmos cosmonaut Andrei Vedyaev.
It's awesome to fly in space. It's awesome to be a part of the research and the science, but we're also the subjects as well. There's diet studies, there's blood studies, there's just an amazing number of genetic studies.
If we go outside EVA, we may actually do some sampling on the outside of the space station and start trying to characterize any biologic samples that exist outside the space station that is relevant to our planetary protection mission that at NASA we take very seriously as we think forward to exploration.
One very interesting experiment that I'm looking really to see is seeing the heart tissue beating in space. This is a cutting-edge technology that one day when we start 3D printing organs, this is really important to see how the structure is built in microgravity.
We study how the space environment affects human beings, how it affects different materials in space, and also we do Earth studies and studies of the space itself.
You can hear more from the Crew 6 astronauts directly ahead of their mission on this week's edition of Houston, We Have a Podcast. You can listen to the episode on Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, or SoundCloud, or find it on the NASA Johnson Space Center social media channels on Facebook, Instagram, or Twitter. Science is continuing at a quick pace ahead of Crew 6's arrival to the space station. This week, astronauts brought seeds that were exposed to the harsh environment of space back into the space station for further studies. The feasibility study on seed irradiation in space for induced genetic diversity and plant mutation breeding investigation exposes seeds of 2 plant species to microgravity and cosmic radiation inside and outside of the space station for 3 to 7 months. After return to Earth, the seeds are grown and the biology and genome of the plants evaluated. What we learn may advance breeding to develop crop varieties able to withstand increasingly harsh growing environments on Earth created by climate change. And that's Space to Ground for this week. Thanks for watching. You can stay up to date on all things happening on station by following us on Twitter at @space_station. We'll see you next week.
Subscribe for more space.